Hello students. In this lecture today we are going to see the digestive system of cockroach. Alright. So now you should understand where the digestive system is located. If I'm speaking of the digestive system, then it is located in which sinus? Is it the pericardial, the perivisceral or the perineural sinus? So it is going to be the perivisceral sinus. The digestive system of cockroach will be located in the perivisceral sinus. This is the first MCQ. The digestive system is complete. What do I mean by a complete digestive system? It is going to start from mouth. Mouth पे एक opening रहेगी and it is going to end at the anus. So mouth से starting रहेगा, anus पे end होगा. It's a complete tubular system like in the humans. We start from the mouth, we've seen the digestive system and it ends at the anus. So it will start from the mouth, it will end at the anus. The digestive system is complete. Now because the cockroach is an omnivore, the digestive system is such that it can eat and digest anything or everything which it has on its floor. Cockroach can eat and digest anything and everything because it's an omnivore. It also shows cannibalism. So you give anything soft, you give anything hard, it will be able to eat, to chew, to digest anything and everything that the cockroach is going to put inside its mouth, inside the pre-oral cavity. Alright, so you have to remember that the digestive system is in the perivisceral sinus. It is a complete system. It is an omnivore. It also shows cannibalism. So it can eat and digest anything or everything. Now like us, if we see the digestive system, we start from mouth. After the mouth we have the buccal cavity, then the pharynx, esophagus, then we come down to the stomach. We've seen the digestive system. So cockroach का भी जो elementary canal है, the elementary canal or the gut, ये जो canal है पूरा, which starts from the mouth, ends at the anus. So the first opening will be the mouth and the last opening will be the anus. So elementary canal or the gut of the cockroach is divided into three parts. It is divided into three parts. The first part is foregut. Second part is midgut. And the third part is hindgut. So you have towards the head region. From the head region, you will first have the foregut, then the midgut, and then the hindgut. The foregut is also called stomodium. It is also called stomodium. The midgut is also called mesenteron. And the hindgut is also called proctoderm. So you have to remember कि foregut को हम stomodium भी बोलते हैं. Midgut is also called mesenteron and the hindgut it is also called proctoderm. These are again MCQs. So three parts में divide होगा elementary canal 1, 2 and 3. Now let us see what all structures will come in all these parts. So foregut को हम start करेंगे from the mouth. We are going to start the foregut from the mouth. So foregut में पहले आ जाएगा mouth. So you have the mouth. Mouth के बाद आएगा buccal cavity. Buccal cavity के बाद the food will go to pharynx. It's same जैसे हम human digestive system में करते हैं. After the pharynx, the food comes to the esophagus. From the esophagus to a structure called crop. So crop is a new structure which we are seeing over here. So the foregut, it starts from the mouth, then you have the buccal cavity, then the pharynx, then the esophagus, and then the crop. And then below the crop, we have a structure which is called gizzard. Below the crop is a structure which is called gizzard. So mouth से start किया, फिर buccal cavity, pharynx, esophagus, crop, and then gizzard. So now let us do the structure. Let us do this structure. Alright. हम start करेंगे mouth से. So I'm starting from the mouth. Then if this is the mouth, then this becomes the buccal cavity. Buccal cavity will be followed by a short tubular pharynx. So this is the pharynx. We will write over here that the pharynx is short, tubular. Of course, it's a complete tube now. Abhi sare structures, they will be in this tube only. After the pharynx, we have the esophagus. Esophagus. So this structure is the esophagus. Then we have a wide structure which is called the crop. The function of this crop is to store the food. Storage of food. So it's same, mouth से food अंदर लिया, pharynx से swallow हुआ, esophagus से travel करके crop में आके store होगा. जैसे human beings में stomach में food store होता है, यहाँ पे crop में store होगा. There is storage of food in this structure which is called crop. After the crop, we have this structure which is called gizzard. We have this structure which is called gizzard. The gizzard is going to have chitinous teeth on its inner side. Gizzard, it is a muscular structure. Muscular है. Inner side पे ये chitinous teeth रहेंगे. The gizzard on the inner side, it is going to have inner side. It's going to have chitinous teeth. For fine grinding of teeth. For fine grinding of food. So it will help in fine grinding of food, these chitinous teeth. And they are 6 in number. If we see the cross section, ऐसे cut करके अगर gizzard का cross section देखेंगे, we will be able to see 6 chitinous teeth. 6. And there is a lumen which is formed in the center. So 6 chitinous teeth will be seen in the structure that is gizzard. यहाँ पे खत्म होता है foregut. Foregut, it ends over here, and after the gizzard, the midgut is going to start. So see now quickly that you have understood the structures of the foregut. You have understood the mouth. We have seen the mouth parts, which will also come in the digestion. Mouth parts, because they help to chew the food, to take the food inside. So mouth parts भी include होंगे, जैसे human digestive system में हमने देखा है कि the buccal cavity, the oral cavity is a part of digestive system. So mouth, then buccal cavity, then pharynx, then esophagus, then crop. The main function of the crop is the storage of food. After the crop, we have this structure which is called gizzard, and it is going to have these chitinous plates which is going to help in fine grinding of food over here. This is where the foregut ends. So all of this structure we will be labeling as foregut. We will be labeling as foregut, and we have written it in the chart also that the foregut is made up of all these structures. All right. and this entire foregut, it is lined by cuticle. उसकी inner lining पे cuticle रहेगा. Otherwise, it's a hollow tubular structure which will be a muscular one. The muscles will move. Muscles will help to move the food forward, and this gizzard also, the muscles will help in fine grinding movement, in churning of the food. जैसे पूरन पोली की मशीन, जैसे हमारे स्टमक में चर्निंग, गिजार्ड की ये प्लेट ये मस्कुलर मूवमेंट्स के साथ चर्निंग में हेल्प करेगी, so that the food is finely grinded. The food which is cut over here by the mandibles, it is again finely grinded over here. So this is the foregut. Now if we see the midgut, the midgut is a coiled tubular structure. अगर आप midgut देखेंगे, so it is a coiled tubular structure. So we start from here and it is going to be coiled. The midgut is a coiled tubular structure. So this region is the midgut. Midgut, it is a coiled tubular structure. Let us write it down over here. So midgut, it is also called mesenteron. It is a coiled tubular structure. It's a coiled tubular structure. It is also called mesenteron. It is a coiled tubular structure. This is also known as ventriculus. ये जो midgut है, इसको ventriculus भी बोलते हैं. Ventriculus. Because this gizzard is also called proventriculus. Gizzard is also called proventriculus. तो ये gizzard के बाद आने वाला structure will be the ventriculus. It is called proventriculus. Gizzard is also called proventriculus. So the structure which follows this proventriculus, it will also be called the ventriculus MCQ. This is a coiled tubular structure. The main function of this midgut is digestion and absorption of food. Digestion and absorption of food. This is the main function of the midgut which we have to remember. It is going to help in maximum digestion and absorption of the food which comes here in this region. Now let us see the hindgut. The hindgut is also tubular and it is broader than the midgut. It is broader than midgut. And the hindgut, it is divided into three parts. The three parts are first ileum, second colon, and third rectum. Don't confuse it with cecum, colon, rectum. Here, the hindgut is divided into three parts, and the first part is ileum, second is colon, and the third is rectum. Right? And the function of the hindgut is it is going to transport the undigested food. It will transport undigested food and waste material to the anus for elimination. So after the rectum, you have the anal opening. So the hindgut, it is divided into ileum, colon and rectum. Midgut से जो भी maximum digestion absorption हुआ, whatever food is not digested, not absorbed. It will be sent to the hindgut through the ileum, colon, rectum, and finally through the anal aperture, it will be eliminated. So its function is going to be transportation of the undigested food and the waste materials to the anus, and also along with waste materials, along with the undigested food, whatever excess water is there. So it will do the work of reabsorption of water if required. So as we have seen in the human digestive system, all right, the large intestine, it is going to help in the reabsorption of water. This is also going to do the absorption of water if required. So now the functions of the foregut, hindgut and the midgut should be very clear with you. See the chart, see the foregut, midgut, see what are they also called, their alternate names. Foregut के कौन से parts रहेंगे? Midgut में we have only seen that it's a coiled tubular structure, and then in the hindgut we have seen it is divided into ileum, colon and rectum. The functions of the midgut and the hindgut, the functions of the crop and the gizzard over here. Pharynx and esophagus will only help in the transportation of the food downwards, and the gizzard will help in the fine grinding of the food. Now there are some structures which are present at the junction of foregut or midgut. Foregut और midgut के junction पे एक structure है और midgut और hindgut पे junction पे एक structure है. We will see those structures now. But before that, this chart should be clear with you. What is present in the foregut, what is present in the midgut, what is present in the hindgut. Alright, let us see what is present at the junction, and let us also do this diagram. Let us also complete this diagram of the foregut, hindgut, midgut and the hindgut. So this is the midgut, and now we have the hindgut, which will be broader. It will be broader. So if I do this, it will be little broader than the midgut, and finally opening up into the anal aperture. Anal aperture or anal opening. I can write it down as anything. So this part will be the ileum, then colon, then rectum. So this ileum, colon, rectum, it will form the hindgut. And then we have the anal aperture. So see, now we have completed the diagram. See, we have completed the complete diagram. If you see the foregut, we start from the mouth. Now it's one complete tube which is following. See, कहीं पे भी हमने उसको open नहीं किया है. अंदर ही रहेगा पूरा खाना. Alright, so it's opening at the mouth and it's opening at the anal aperture. Now you have the mouth, the buccal cavity, pharynx, esophagus, the crop which is going to store the food, the gizzard which is going to help in the fine grinding. Then you have this midgut which is the tubular structure. After that we have the hindgut, which is again a tubular structure which is broader than the midgut, and it is divided into ileum, colon and rectum, which finally opens through the anal aperture. अब जो हमको structures बनाने हैं, it is in this region, at the junction of the foregut and the midgut. See, at the junction of the foregut and the midgut. So here. At the junction of the foregut and the midgut, there will be structures which will be present. So at this junction, between the foregut and the midgut, here is what we are going to do a structure, and between the midgut and the hindgut, here is where we are going to do a structure. Between the foregut and the midgut, that is at the junction of fore and midgut, there is presence of hepatic cecae. Or they are also called gastric cecchi. Hepatic cecchi or the gastric cecchi. And at the junction of midgut and hindgut, there is presence of Malpighian tubules. Malpighian tubules. So important MCQs, what is present at the junction of foregut and midgut? It is the hepatic cecchi or the gastric cecchi. What is present at the junction of midgut and hindgut? It is the Malpighian tubules. Now, what is their function? How are they present? So, these hepatic cecchi, they are 6 to 8 blind tubules. 6 to 8, ring of 6 to 8 blind tubules like this. It is present. So, I've done 7. This is the hepatic cecchi. And they secrete digestive juices. They secrete digestive juices. तो यहाँ पे फाइन ग्राइंडिंग हो रही है, यहीं पे डाइजेस्टिव जूसेस भी सिक्रीट होंगे केमिकल डाइजेशन के लिए. At the junction of the foregut and the midgut, 6 to 8 blind tubules. There are 6 to 8 blind tubules which are present. They are called gastric or hepatic cecchi, and their main function is to secrete digestive juices into the lumen over here. They will be secreting the digestive juices. Now let us see what is present at the junction of midgut and hindgut. So at the junction of the midgut and the hindgut, again tubular structures are present. Ring of blind tubular structures is present, but these are now many in number. Around 100 to 150 blind tubular structures are present, which are called Malpighian tubules, and they help in excretion. They help in excretion. Important MCQs over here. ये जो ring है, that is 100 to 150 tubules, blind tubules, and this ring is only 6 to 8 blind tubules. So hepatic cecchi, the tubules are less. The Malpighian tubules, they are 100 to 150 tubular structures, thin filamentous structures, yellow in color, which are present, which do the work of excretion. All right, which do the work of excretion. We will write it down over here. We will write it down about the Malpighian tubule. So the location you know, at the junction of midgut and hindgut. These are 100 to 150 filamentous tube-like structures they collect the waste products. Collect the waste products from the body cavity. Body cavity से waste products collect करेंगे and put it in the hindgut. They will put it in the hindgut because through the hindgut now these waste products will be eliminated. They will collect these waste products from the body cavity and they will put it in the hindgut. They also absorb nitrogenous waste and convert it to uric acid. They absorb nitrogenous waste products और उसको कन्वर्ट करते हैं यूरिक एसिड में. so that it is better eliminated. We will see this in the chapter of excretion, why nitrogenous products are converted to either urea or uric acid. Now because cockroach में ये nitrogenous waste products uric acid में convert होके body से eliminate होते हैं, it is also called uricotelic. It is also called uricotelic because uric acid is formed and then it is eliminated from the body. The cockroach is also called uricotelic. So the Malpighian tubules, they are going to do this work. They are going to absorb the nitrogenous waste products, convert it into uric acid, put all this in the hindgut. They are also going to collect all the waste products from the body cavity and put it in the hindgut, and they are going to help in excretion. So basically are the excretory structures. They are the excretory organs or the excretory structures. The Malpighian tubule, they are the excretory structures. They will be lined up by ciliated and glandular cells. So we will write this point also. They are lined on the inside by ciliated and glandular cells. By ciliated and glandular cells, which will help in this collection, in this conversion, and then moving it to the hindgut for excretion. So all these points about the Malpighian tubule are important. Let us come back to the diagram. अब follow करो complete डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम के डायग्राम को. देखो माउथ से स्टार्ट करेंगे. माउथ में खाना डाला, फेरिंग्स, ईसोफेगस, क्रॉप, गिजार्ड. देन यू हैव द मिडगट. एट द जंक्शन ऑफ द फोरगट एंड द मिडगट यू हैव दीज हेपेटिक सीकी जो अपना सिक्रीशन अंदर डालेंगे लूमेन में. व्हाट आर दे सिक्रीटिंग? दे आर सिक्रीटिंग डाइजेस्टिव जूसेस. नाउ बिलो द मिडगट मेन काम डाइजेशन और एब्जॉर्प्शन का होगा मिडगट में. उसके बाद मिडगट के बाद आएगा हाइंडगट. सो द हाइंडगट इज अगेन गोइंग टू बी डिवाइडेड इनटू इलियम, कोलोन एंड रेक्टम एट द जंक्शन ऑफ दिस मिडगट एंड हाइंडगट. ये एक्सक्रीटरी स्ट्रक्चर्स हैं जो बॉडी कैविटी से, यहां से बॉडी कैविटी से एक्सक्रीटरी वेस्ट प्रोडक्ट्स लेके अंदर डालते हैं. यहाँ they push it forward to the hindgut for elimination through the anal opening. So this is the complete structure of the digestive system of cockroach. All these terms, the crop, the gizzard, the hepatic ceci, the Malpighian tubule, midgut, hindgut is made up of ileum, colon, rectum. All these are important MCQs over here. Now there is one more structure. There is one more structure which we have to draw with the digestive system, that is the salivary glands. So salivary glands यहाँ पे रहेंगे. Salivary glands will be over here in the mouth region. So let me do the salivary glands over here. See. There will be two salivary glands. So salivary glands will be in the mouth region. And the salivary glands, it will be one pair and it will be bilobed. Bilobed. मतलब ये एक salivary gland है और ये एक salivary gland है, but it is not going to be single lobed, ये bilobed रहेंगे. Bilobed रहेंगे. दो lobes बन गए. See, two lobes we have formed. Two lobes. So the salivary glands are bilobed MCQ. Salivary glands are one pair. That means two in number. One from this side, one from this side. And the salivary glands, in between these two lobes, they have a salivary reservoir. They have a reservoir in between. So इसके बीच में ये reservoir है जहाँ पे saliva जमा होता है. यहाँ पूरा saliva accumulate होता है. And then a duct from here, एक डक्ट यहाँ से आके एक कॉमन डक्ट बनाएगी and this common duct will open where? Duct of salivary gland is going to open where in the mouth? We all know this. Hypopharynx में open होती है duct of salivary gland. So see, दो salivary glands हैं, but they are bilobed. अब इसका ये जो रिजर्वायर है, यहाँ से जो एक डक्ट आएगी, यहाँ से जो दूसरी डक्ट आएगी, दोनों ज्वाइन करके एक कंबाइंड डक्ट बनाएंगे, and this salivary gland duct is going to open at the hypopharynx. Hypopharynx जो floor of the mouth पे we have seen, there the salivary gland duct is going to open. So with the salivary gland, you have to remember paired, you have to remember bilobe, you have to remember two salivary ducts. ये एक duct है, ये दूसरी duct है. Two salivary ducts, they join to form a common duct. And this common duct, it opens at the hypopharynx. It opens at the base of the hypopharynx. This saliva is going to help in swallowing as well as in softening the food to form a bolus which can be swallowed. Same function, जैसा oral cavity में है human beings की, saliva is going to help in the softening of the food, in swallowing, to form a bolus, everything. So here we complete the digestive system. अब देखो mouth से लेके start करके you should understand everything till the anus and also the salivary gland and these additional structures which are opening inside over here. Alright, these will be secreting their digestive juices in the lumen. These will be bringing the nitrogenous waste products from the outside and they will be putting it over here for its elimination from the body. So if we see the NCERT diagram now, if you see the NCERT diagram, देखो. See here. Alright, let us see. See, the mouth is shown, then you have this pharynx. See the pharynx. After the pharynx, the esophagus. Then this structure which is the crop. After the crop, appreciate the gizzard. So this is the gizzard. Then after the gizzard, this coiled mesenteron or midgut is starting. At the junction of the mesenteron and the midgut, appreciate the hepatic ceci. These 6 to 8. These you will remember that they are only 6 to 8 in number. Then see the Malpighian tubules. That is at the junction of this is the hindgut. So at the junction of the midgut and the hindgut, these filamentous. Now these are very thin. These are very thin. Thin filamentous structures, 100 to 115 number, they are the Malpighian tubules. And then you have the ileum, colon and the rectum. The rectum finally opens into the anal opening. Anal opening open होती है 10th segment. From the 10th segment, the anal opening opens out. So the alimentary canal, it is divided into foregut, midgut, hindgut, and this is how the digestive system of the cockroach is. It is present in the perivisceral sinus. It is present in the perivisceral sinus, the perivisceral cavity. So see again, this is your NCERT diagram. So you should appreciate, yes, you should also appreciate the bilobe salivary glands. These are the bilobe salivary glands. See these two lobes. This is one lobe, this is one lobe. In the center you have the salivary reservoir. So you have the pharynx, esophagus, crop, gizzard, hepatic ceci, midgut, Malpighian tubules, ileum, colon, rectum finally opening through the anus. Rectum finally opening through the anus. So this is what we have done. You should understand this complete diagram. आपको खुद एक tubular structure बनाना है. So you should easily be drawing mouth, pharynx, esophagus, crop, gizzard, then the midgut, the coiled one, and then the ileum, colon, rectum, and hepatic ceci or Malpighian tubules को place कर दो. So this chart you should remember, and the diagram. So here we complete the digestive system of cockroach. If you can do this chart properly, ये आपको समझ में आया है और diagram समझ में आया है, all your MCQs will be solved. All right? Sure.